famous Albanian pop singer Shpat Kasapi tragically passed away at the age of 40 early this morning, sending shockwaves through the Albanian music community and leaving countless fans around the world in disbelief. The suddenness of his death has made the news even more jarring, as multiple media outlets reported that Kasapi succumbed to a heart attack and did not suffer from any other illness, according to the Albanian newspaper Koha. His passing marks a significant loss for a generation of music lovers who grew up listening to his distinctive voice and energetic performances, and who found in his songs a soundtrack to their own lives. Shpat Kasapi was not just a performer, he was an emblem of modern Albanian pop music, whose melodies, lyrics, and presence on stage left an indelible mark on the hearts of his fans. Born on May 1, 1985, in Tetovo, a city known for its rich cultural and musical heritage, Kasapi grew up in an environment that naturally fostered artistic expression. His family had a long-standing musical tradition, and from an early age, he was exposed to the rhythms, harmonies, and instruments that would later define his musical identity. This early immersion in music nurtured his talents and inspired him to pursue a career that would eventually make him one of the most well-known and beloved figures in the Albanian music scene. Growing up, Shpat Kasapi was not only influenced by his family's musical background but also by the cultural currents that surrounded him. Tetovo, a city with a diverse cultural fabric, allowed him to experience a variety of musical styles, from traditional Albanian folk songs to contemporary international pop. This fusion of influences can be traced throughout his career, where he blended modern pop sensibilities with melodies that resonated deeply with his audience. His early years were marked by curiosity, creativity, and an insatiable desire to perform. Friends and family recall a young Shpat who was always singing, experimenting with instruments, and composing small tunes even before he fully understood the scope of his potential. These formative experiences laid the groundwork for what would become a prolific career, demonstrating from a young age his natural affinity for music and his drive to connect with people through his art. Kasapi officially launched his career in the early 2000s, a time when Albanian pop music was undergoing significant transformation. With the advent of new production techniques, the influence of international pop trends, and the increasing accessibility of media platforms, young artists like Kasapi had unprecedented opportunities to reach audiences both locally and internationally. Shpat quickly emerged as one of the youth idols of his generation, captivating listeners with his modern style, light melodies, and energetic performances that seemed to radiate joy and vitality. His music was not just entertainment, it was an expression of the youthful spirit, aspirations, and emotions of his generation. Among his most popular hits were songs like Amidu, Vaje Kosovar, Dashni Pa Limit, and Aroma e Saj. Each track highlighted his ability to combine catchy melodies with relatable lyrics, often exploring themes of love, passion, and personal reflection. His songs became staples at parties, gatherings, and festivals, earning him a reputation as a performer who could elevate any occasion with his presence and voice. Beyond his music, Shpat Kasapi was admired for his stage presence, which was characterized by a dynamic energy that seemed to effortlessly engage audiences. Whether performing in intimate venues or large concert halls, he had an innate ability to make every listener feel personally connected to the music. His concerts were more than just performances, they were communal experiences where fans could express their emotions, celebrate their identity, and feel a sense of belonging. This connection with the audience is a testament to his understanding of music not merely as a profession but as a form of human expression that transcends language and geography. Financially, while Shpat Kasapi's net worth was not widely reported, estimates provide some insight into the success he achieved over 2 decades of performing. According to Per-Capita.com, given his years of popularity, consistent touring, and dedicated fan base, it is likely that his net worth was somewhere in the low to mid 6 figures in euros, though exact numbers were never publicly disclosed. Similarly, Popnable.com projected his revenue for 2025 to be approximately $49.8 thousand, with a range that could vary between $48.5 thousand to $63.6 thousand. These figures, while indicative of his financial success, only tell part of the story. The true measure of his impact lies not in numbers but in the legacy of music he left behind, the joy he brought to listeners, and the inspiration he provided to aspiring artists across the Albanian-speaking world and beyond. Kasapi's influence extended beyond the charts and concert halls. He was known for mentoring younger artists, supporting emerging talent, and participating in initiatives that promoted music education and cultural preservation. His commitment to nurturing the next generation of performers reflects a deep understanding of music as a communal and evolving art form, where each artist contributes to a broader cultural dialogue. Over the years, Shpat Kasapi's public image remained largely positive. He was regarded not only for his professional achievements but also for his character, which was often described as humble, approachable, and generous. Fans recall encounters with Kasapi where he would take time to meet them personally, sign autographs, and offer words of encouragement. This human side of the artist further strengthened the bond between him and his audience, creating a sense of intimacy and trust that is rare in the world of celebrity. His passing has therefore left not just a void in the music industry but also in the hearts of individuals who felt personally connected to him. In the wake of his death, social media platforms have been flooded with tributes from fans, fellow artists, and public figures. Many share memories of concerts, favorite songs, and moments of personal inspiration that Kasapi provided. The outpouring of grief demonstrates the profound impact he had on those who followed his career and the emotional resonance of his music, which continues to live on in the collective memory of his audience. As news of his passing spread, music historians and cultural commentators began reflecting on the broader significance of Shpat Kasapi's career. He was part of a generation of Albanian artists who successfully navigated the transition from traditional music outlets to modern platforms, blending local musical heritage with global pop influences. This fusion not only appealed to domestic audiences but also allowed Albanian music to gain international recognition, contributing to a sense of cultural pride and artistic identity. Kasapi's journey from a musically inclined child in Tetovo to a celebrated pop icon illustrates the power of talent, dedication, and passion. His story is emblematic of the potential inherent in artists who combine skill with authenticity, connecting deeply with audiences while remaining true to their cultural roots. The circumstances surrounding his sudden death highlight the fragility of life, even for those who appear to be in the prime of their careers. A heart attack, as reported, reminds us that health is unpredictable and that public figures, despite their seeming vitality, face the same vulnerabilities as anyone else. In the hours and days following his passing, fans and colleagues alike have revisited his discography, watched recordings of past performances, and shared personal anecdotes that underscore the enduring significance of his work. Discussions about his legacy frequently touch on his role in shaping contemporary Albanian pop music, his ability to connect emotionally with listeners, and the inspiration he provided to countless young musicians. Kasapi's contributions to music were not confined to entertainment alone. They played a role in cultural diplomacy, presenting Albanian music to broader audiences and challenging stereotypes about the region's artistic output.